everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Brzakala. I am joined today by one of the greatest beards in the entire galaxy. I say galaxy because he's wearing a Star Wars shirt. His name is Nick TWOHIG. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Timothy. How about yourself?
I'm gonna throw up.
No, it'll be fine. Well, I'll be
okay. We've got a match today. We have got Kaleb Koho and Maggie Brzakala. One is a dear friend. One is my life partner. So you find out which is which. But that being said, no, this is going to be an interesting match. Maggie is back in singles. She hasn't been here since she made it to the finals of the Summer Series tournament last year in 2019. Her record speaks for itself. She had an incredible run last year, and now she's back. Koho, on the other hand, having an amazing season, one of the best seasons of his career, losing in the tournament to you, but coming back with a vengeance against RJ. So it really is anyone's game. What are your thoughts on the match?
This has been, since I found out this was happening, this has been one of the most anticipated evenings I've been looking forward to. It's going to be great. I'm very excited. One of these people is, in a very intimate relationship with my teammate and good friend, and the other one, Maggie's here too. So it's going to be exciting. Exactly.
All right. So we are going to get into promos, hear what they have to say right now.
All right. Back in Fandom, last time I was here, I played RJ. And I checked that one off the old bucket list. This is kind of just, this season's been a lot of fun. I came in here just kind of taking it a game at a time and been having a really great year. I started setting goals for myself. I've started hitting all those goals. Gives you something to work towards. And I already said my goal was the #1 contender match, and we'll see what happens there. I'm one away. And speaking of bucket lists, Maggie is the next one that I get to play, and that's another one to cross off the old list of people that I get to play. Maggie had a great year last year. She won Rookie of the Year for a reason. She's the only other person to start 6-0 besides her brother, and that's an intimidating feat. So playing Maggie is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm just hoping to bring my best game. What do you got, Scully?
Not much, just one question at a time. Think it through. You got this. You are one of the best players in this league. I mean, you took TWOHIG to the limit in the tournament. You went further with him than I did, obviously. But you know what? You are the most improved player this year. You have gone from a good player to an outstanding player. So take it slow. You got this. Maggie's a friend of ours, so it's going to be a fun one. So,
all right, yeah. Good luck, Maggie. Manners maketh man. Let's play.
I don't know if we were in the Schmodown or Multiplex. My God, I didn't know managers get 60 seconds of talking. Hey, you got one question at a time. Use your repeats. Blah blah blah. Have some fun. Okay, listen. We're normally, when this pairing is on screen, it's normally let's have fun. Let's blah blah. It's Koho on the other side. Really want to kick the shit out of Koho. At the end of the day, if you lose to Koho, does it suck? Absolutely. But if you win tonight, Koho's done for the season in singles. That shot at playing for the singles title goes up in smoke. So, that's something to look forward to. That's something to get excited about. And I'm glad he brought Scully in. I don't know why Scully is actually here. If you're prepping him for a title match in the future, he can tell you how to score 18 points, but I don't know beyond that point if anything's going to help you. How do you feel, Maggie, going into this? You've put in so much work this past month. Mm-hmm. I hope it just pays off. I've had to I don't know what the hell was. Go ahead.
So, do I like Koho? No. Do I want to beat Koho? Of course. But really, for me, this match is more about proving myself that I am a good trivia player, so I put in the work, and I'm really hoping to earn my name today. So we'll see.
Let's do this.
All right, Nick. All in all, good promos. Cody was the only really sassy one, which we can come to expect. But Koho just seems to, he wants to win. He wants to get to that #1 contendership, hit his goal, and Maggie just wants to prove herself. So they both have something to prove. We'll see what happens. What do you think of the promos?
I think the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is the best part of the meal. And we just had the steak, so let's get to the pudding. Okay. The match. that they're going to play.
Oh, yes. Okay, guys, this is how it's going to work. It's going to be your normal round 1, 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats on the challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Any questions as we get into round number 1, guys?
Let's do it.
All right. Well then, gentlemen and lady, your first question in round number 1 is in the category of the MCU, the McCoo. Your question is, what was the last MCU film to feature the character Jasper Sitwell?
You know, Tim, I was walking yesterday.
Yeah.
Just walking, and I fell. And I fell and I landed right on my bum on a rock. And now I don't really sit well.
So have you turned into Caleb Boatman? 1, thumbs down. We're going to start with Koho.
The Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
And Maggie.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame is the correct answer.
That's right. Okay.
So Maggie takes the 1-point lead in question 1 as we get to the next question.
Your next question is in the category of Jurassic Park. And your question is, how is Dieter specifically killed in the Lost World Jurassic Park?
That Sitwell joke was
good, right?
Yeah, I mean, you sounded like Caleb Boatman with that one.
Yeah, I know.
He's rubbing off on you.
To be fair, Caleb Boatman sounds like dads everywhere. So
2, 1, pens down. We'll start with Maggie.
Eaten by compies.
And Caleb.
I said eaten by a T-Rex.
Compies is correct, so Maggie will get the point on that one. All right, so we move on to question number 3, which is in the category of Wizarding World. Where is Harry at the start of the Order of the Phoenix when Dudley and his friends begin to make fun of him?
if you could start an order of something, what would you? The order of what? Led by Tim Brzakala.
Order of the sandwiches. 5. Because I like to order sandwiches. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Koho.
I believe it's a playground.
And Maggie.
I said a park.
We can accept both those answers. All right, so Koho getting on the board. It is 3-1 as we get into the next one.
Your fourth question is in the category of Marvel, non-MCU Marvel. In X-Men Days of Future Past, who is Mystique disguised as in the final shot of the film?
What is your favorite final shot of a film? Off the top of your head in the next 6 seconds.
My favorite movie is Shawshank Redemption when they're hugging on the beach. I'm like, oh, they did it.
Pens down. We are to Maggie.
Is it Striker?
And Caleb.
Striker.
That is correct. Both are correct. 4-2 as we get into the next one in the category of YA dystopia. Who reads Katniss the letter from Plutarch after she kills Coin in Mockingjay Part 2? I wish my name was Nickel. It kind of sounds like Nick, but it's also a coin.
Yeah.
Nickel Brzakala.
So I unfortunately, I have a dime and a quarter. I don't have any nickels, so my name is Nickel Less.
1. That's down. Caleb, we'll start with you.
Hey, Mitch.
And Maggie.
Hey, Mitch.
Both are correct. 5-3. Everyone keeping pace as we get into the next one.
Your next question is in the category of fandom quotes. What Batman villain says, "I'm Gotham's reckoning, here to end the borrowed time you all have been living on"?
Oh, man. Have you ever borrowed time?
No, but I've been people's reckoning.
I feel like in theaters very soon, Tenet, borrowing time. 5.
Yeah.
4, 3. Actually, it's been out for a while by the time this happens. Pens down. We are to Maggie.
I guess. Is it Bane?
And Caleb.
Yes, the Bane.
Both are correct. Bane is the correct answer. 6-4. As we get into the next question in the category of Middle Earth. In The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, when Gollum and Bilbo have the game of riddles, what does Gollum get as a reward if he wins the game?
Want to have a quick 15-second game of riddles?
No.
I had like 3 riddles ready. Now
Oh, you had 3? We couldn't get through 3.
5 seconds per riddle.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are to Caleb.
I said his jacket.
And Maggie.
To eat Bilbo.
That is correct. The exact answer we had was he gets to eat Bilbo Baggins's. So, yes. All right. Next question, Nick.
Your next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. Who plays Queen Atlanta in Aquaman?
My favorite thing ever is when Alfred in Justice League says, "This Aquaman." That's my favorite thing ever.
Ever? Like
Ever. 5,
Like there are so many other things that have happened.
3, 2,
That's
1.
your favorite.
Pens down. We are to Maggie
Nicole Kidman.
and Caleb.
Nicole Kidman.
All right, that is correct. 8-5 as we get into the penultimate question, which is in the category of DreamWorks animation. In Madagascar, when Alex begins to become a predator, what does he see the other animals as?
Wow.
You hate these movies.
I don't mind the first one. I have a bit of a sentimental attachment to the first one, but then, woof.
5, 4. But does Moto pens down? Caleb
Steak.
and Maggie.
Steak.
Both are correct. All right, Nick, if Maggie can hit this next question,
Don't say it.
earned a perfect round. What is the question?
It's true. It is pretty necessary to say it at this point in time, but your question is in the category of Star Wars. In The Rise of Skywalker, what is the name of the desert planet that the crew travels to and meets Lando on?
What'd you have for lunch today?
So I woke up like 2 and I was like, I'm gonna cook a burger on the stove, and then I like blacked for 30 minutes and I was making bacon and eggs and home fries, and I was like, how did this happen? So I ate breakfast.
Pens down. Jesus. All right, we are to Maggie
Kasana.
and Koho.
I'm wrong. I said Kajimi.
And that is a perfect round for Maggie Brzakala. 10 points. All right, Maggie, this next question is going to go to you and only to you, so you do not have to write it down. You still have the 15 seconds. Are you ready for your bonus question?
Yeah.
Your question is, in A Bug's Life, when the 2nd grade class shows the circus bugs the drawing they made for them, which member of the circus bugs is shown dead?
It's a caterpillar. And
5, 4, 3, 2,
yeah,
1. All right. The answer was Heimlich. Heimlich. So Maggie does get a perfect round, doesn't hit the bonus question, but she is up 10-6. So great round ones for both competitors, Nick. As we get into round number 2, this is how it's going to work. It is the oh so lovely wheel round. There are 10 slices on the wheel, 8 different categories, including spinners and opponent's choice. Each player is going to have an opportunity to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again. But you got to keep whatever you spin the second time. If you do spin again, you will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Can go to multiple choice. Devalues it to being worth 1. Guys, look out! Stealing is available in this round, so be careful. So that being said, the categories on today's wheel are as follows: Wizarding World, Disney Animation, Middle Earth, YA Dystopia, Scores and Soundtracks, Star Trek, Fandom Oscars, and Disney Live Action. And then, like I said, spinners and opponent's choice. Maggie, you are in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
You're doing really well. I think we still do a second.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll go second. He'll hit Oscars, and then we'll have to make up some ground. So it's fine. Let's do this.
All right.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So we will bring in Mr. Scully and the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Koho, this is your spin.
Nice.
Lands on Disney live action. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think there's better stuff for us on there. I mean, I'm not saying you could. I'm not saying you're going to take it, but I think there's definitely better stuff on there.
Yeah, I was almost to Oscars, and it's not going to hit Oscars again. But yeah, I think we can do better. We'll spin again.
Yeah. All right, so we'll spin again.
All right, so spinning again. This is your whatever you're stuck with. Disney animation.
I can do that. Okay.
Shake it
All
off.
right.
You got this. We're good.
All right. Koho, I will give you your questions
Mhm.
in Disney animation. All right. Are you ready for your first question?
Yeah, let's do it.
What is Judy Hopps' first assignment as a member of the Zootopia Police Department in Zootopia?
She is a meter maid.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In what U.S. state does Lilo and Stitch take place?
Hawaii.
That is correct for 2 points. Who voices Kala, Tarzan's adopted mother in Tarzan?
I fuck this up every time.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's Caleb's first repeat. Who voices Kala, Tarzan's adopted mother in Tarzan?
It's always one or the other, and I don't know which one. We'll go multiple to minimize the seal.
All right, your options are A, Glenn Close, B, Susan Sarandon, C, Minnie Driver, or D, Annette Bening.
Mini driver.
That is incorrect. Maggie, chance for a 1-point steal. Your
Glenn.
options. That is correct for 1 point. All right, Koho, your next question in Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features a pig named Henwen who can see the future? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Home on the Range, B, The Black Cauldron, C, The Sword in the Stone, or D, The Rescuers.
Hear those options one more time.
Yes, you can. Your options again are A, Home on the Range, B, The Black Cauldron, C, The Sword in the Stone, or D, The Rescuers.
The Sword in the Stone.
That is incorrect. Maggie, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Home on the Range, B, The Black Cauldron, C, The Sword in the Stone, or D, The Rescuers.
The Black Cauldron.
That is correct for another 1-point steal. And Koho, your final question.
Mhm.
What type of food is poisoned and given to Snow White in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
An apple.
That is correct for 2 points. And with that, we have a tie game, 12-12 with those steals from Maggie as we get into Maggie's spin.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Maggie, this is your first spin.
Dear.
Lands on Disney live action. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we spin again.
Spinning again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so you're stuck with whatever you land on this time. It lands on Middle Earth.
Okay, don't take me out yet. Just take it slow. I don't think he'll be able to steal off you, but if you can get up to a 10-point lead at this point, we're golden for round two. Round
Okay.
three.
All right, Nick, will you ask Maggie her questions in Middle Earth?
Gladly. Maggie, are you ready for your questions in the category of Middle Earth? All right, your first question. How many live-action films in the Middle Earth saga does the character Grima Wormtongue appear in?
1.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In the Battle of the Five Armies, which is the last of the 5 armies to arrive to the battle?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Bolg's Orc Army, B, Azog's Orc Army, C, the Dwarves, or D, the Elves.
A.
A is correct for 1 point.
Should have just said it. I didn't know if it's a specific name or not.
Your third question. In the Fellowship of the Ring, who makes the final decision to travel through the mines of Moria?
Frodo.
That's correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. In The Return of the King, after Frodo wakes up in Gondor after the destruction of the ring, who is the last Fellowship member to come in and see him?
Sam.
Sam is correct for another 2 points. And your final question. In The Desolation of Smaug, what is Bard hiding in his home that he pulls from the ceiling, surprising his family and some of the dwarves?
The Black Arrow.
And that is correct for another 2 points.
All right. So at the end of round number 2, Maggie is up 21 to Koho's 12. But anything can happen as we get into round 3. This is the betting round, and the way it is going to work is the competitors are going to have to decide once hearing a category whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points on the question. If they get the question right, they get those points. They get the question wrong, they lose those points. Maggie still has all 3 repeats. Koho has 2 left. Both still have their challenges intact. Gentlemen and lady, any questions as we get into round number 3? Okay, so we'll bring in the managers. The first category you guys can bet points on is the MCU.
So my thing is, they're going to bet 2.
Sorry, my audio just cut out. It'll come back in a few seconds.
You're good. MCU.
So they're going to full send the entire way to even catch us to win by 1 point if we don't bet. If we bet 2 on one of your strong categories, we lock the game. The game is over. They can't catch us.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming, but I trust MCU and using all your repeats and getting you there more than not having a Middle Earth category or something coming later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would I would send it on this question, bet 2, lock the game, and we can just take the win and go to the number 1 contenders match. Now, if we lose, miss,
I get it wrong.
you blame me 100%. Use every repeat you have, burn them all just to get it right.
All right. Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah, you can.
What's category?
MCU.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good, managers.
Yeah.
All right, Koho, we'll start with you. How many points you bet?
2.
And Meg. All right, your question in the MCU is as follows. The final battle of which MCU movie features Coney Island as a location? I haven't eaten since lunch when I had my son of the Baconator.
I haven't eaten since lunch when I accidentally made breakfast.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Caleb
Spider-Man Homecoming.
and Maggie.
Spider-Man.
Both are correct. So Caleb brings his total up to 14. Maggie brings her total up to 23. The next question is in the category of what, Nick?
The category is Disney animation.
Enjoy the number 1 contenders match. Let's go.
I won't though.
I know. Sorry, Koho.
You just gotta keep betting 2.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. We'll start with Koho.
I mean, I went first last time, but 2.
Oh, sorry. Maggie.
0.
All right. Nick, what's the question?
Your question. Nathan Lane voices what famous Disney animated sidekick from the 1990s from a 1990s Disney animated movie?
I'll use a repeat because I'm not sure I understood what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was confusing.
Maybe we give a technical.
We can give a technical. That's
Okay. So technical repeat. Nathan Lane voices what famous Disney animated sidekick from a 1990s Disney animated movie?
So you're looking for the character, not the movie.
Correct.
Okay.
I also thought you meant the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
I didn't go to college.
I wrote down I was like, I don't know if this is what you're looking for or not. I didn't understand the question.
One. Pens down. Maggie for stats.
Timon.
And Caleb.
Timon.
Correct. So Caleb gets 2 points, brings his total up to 16. It is 16-23. It is a 7-point game.
7-point game, 12 points.
Okay. All right. Next question is in the category of Marvel, regular Marvel.
I want to
Okay.
feel useful.
I don't know why I put Koho out. That's my bad. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. Maggie, points.
0.
Koho.
2.
All right. The question in Marvel. The character Princess Tilde of Sweden can be found in what Marvel franchise? I am sweating so much.
It's rather hot.
It's really hot out, and my apartment is gross
Oh,
because of how sweaty it is. 5,
it's fair.
4,
My air conditioner makes a loud noise. So
1. Mine does as well. Maggie for stats.
Kingsman.
And Koho.
Kingsman.
Both correct. I'm bad at math. Do we keep going?
5-point game,
23 is
8.
So yes.
5-point game, 8-point swing. Yeah.
All right. Next category is Worlds of DC.
If he hits every question, we're going to the final question. It's only going to be a 1-point win if they bet 2 every time. 0.
Okay. All right. Koho
2.
and Maggie.
0.
All right. Nick, what's the question?
Your question. In Shazam, when Billy and Freddy jokingly compares living with Victor and Rosa to what popular TV show?
Oh. You broke up when I was like, I think I get it.
Did I break up?
You need the technical?
No, it's fine. I think I get
Break up for everyone, or just
You broke up for 1 second.
Yeah, it's no. I get what you were looking for.
you good?
I pieced it together. You're good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Maggie
Potentially don't know.
and Caleb.
It's real Game of Thrones around here.
That is correct for 2 points. And we go to the final question. The final category is scores and soundtracks. And I'm not even going to bring in the managers because
Yeah, Scully, we know what we're doing. We're good.
All right, Maggie.
Yep.
And Koho.
2.
All right, your question in scores and soundtracks. What actor and actress sing the song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in Mary Poppins?
Hell of a pronunciation, man. That was
And I won't be singing it again unless someone uses a repeat.
fair.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Maggie for stats.
Julie Andrews and Dick Van.
And Koho.
Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews.
And your winner, Maggie Brzakala. The answer was Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews. What a match. Nick, thoughts on the match?
Very good match. Maggie got to relax through that round 3, but Koho definitely showed he deserved to be in this match and even past this match at some time in the future based on how he was able to come back in round 3. Overall, both players showing very good performances. And I believe they have some fun competition next.
What?
They get to play you, Tim.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? No, absolutely. Koho played really well. Like he hit every question in round 3. It just came down to the fact Maggie had such a commanding lead. She bet on the first question, hit it, and that was it. So that's kind of what happens. But both played well. Both had good round 1s, good round 2s, and great round 3s. It just kind of comes down to with the betting round. That's how it works. So we will go to Scully and Koho first, guys. Koho, you didn't pull the win, but you did play really well. I don't think you have anything to hang your head about. How are you feeling?
I played like fucking shit in round 1. That's my worst round 1 of the year, and that's not fun. Look, 6 for 10. After I missed endgame, I was just like, fuck. I'm not here. And I think I started to wake up over the course of round 1. But at the end of the day, I think I worked my way back. Those 2 Disney animation misses are going to bug me. As soon as I heard Glenn Close in the multiple choice, I was waiting for Mini Driver to show up. So I said Mini Driver, but if I waited 2 more seconds, I think I would have said Glenn Close. Because I was like, I recognize that name from being in Tarzan also. I don't know why it was between Rosie O'Donnell and Mini Driver, and I'm like, they're both in that movie, but I don't know if they've hosted that character. Yeah. But yeah, end of the day, I feel good about that betting round. I full sent it and just ran back. At least the score will say it was a 1-point game, but I got my ass kicked, full size. But I'm glad Maggie came back and crushed. I would have felt bad if I came back and played like shit and Maggie came back and didn't play great either and still won. I would have felt worse. But Maggie came out and fucking killed. Like I expected her to. Mags, the things I studied didn't fucking pay off. So fuck that. But oh well. I'll be back next season. I haven't played for a singles title. That probably means I'm in that picture. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. And this just means that you get to focus more on managing and getting your teams in the teams tournament up in shape. And that's good.
I'm as pissed off right now about how I played. So whoever is the 14 seed, fucking watch your ass. I'm coming for blood in this tournament. So
yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah, you're fucking playing in the tournament too. I'm a dumbass. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I was stupid. So anyway, Scully, how do you feel about how you managed Koho today? Is there anything you wanted to add?
Look, I mean, there's not much that we can do, as a collective manager and player when Maggie only misses 1 question. I mean, when someone almost goes perfect, it's really hard to beat them. And it just goes to show that 1 round can make the difference, and say it was round 1. Koho didn't have his best round 1. And that just was the deciding factor in the game. But Koho's still a great player. He's going to come back next season, be stronger than ever. We're all going to work with him in the Kingsman to make sure he's at his best come next season, and to help him and Cam get far in that team's tournament. So,
yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with what Scully said at the beginning. Koho, I think by far is the most improved player in Fandom this season. He showed it over the course of the season and showed it today. So, guys, we'll see you soon in the teams tournament, both of you in your respective teams. We'll see you later. Let's bring in the winner today, moving on to a number 1 contenders match, which it's Cody and Maggie, guys. Maggie, you missed, I think, 2 questions. Yeah, the bonus question and the one in round 3. You came back with a vengeance. I'm going to ask you the question. How are you guys feeling?
Hell, Maggie just booked my vacation for the rest of the year in Fandom. I don't have shit to do anymore. You two play for the number 1 contenders, and one of you play TWOHIG, and either way the title thing. And then there's this teams tournament, which means jack shit because it's going to end up in the same result at the end. I'm done in Fandom. I have to show up to things, but I don't have to actually work. I have to do more work. Me and Maggie have to actually answer questions in this teams tournament, and hopefully it's one of us facing you. But at the end of the day, she's a badass. Hands down, knows her shit. When she saw Koho's name on that schedule, she went fucking Magneto rage at that studying. And look at what shows up. She's Koho, everybody says Koho is the most improved player. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit statement. Koho is a great player, hands down. He was just dicked by bad questions he's been playing since the beginning. If he didn't play in season 1 of Fandom in that janky, here's a triple threat match, and here's an Iron Man match, and here's he would have he would be an RJ, up there with that top tier with a high record. It's just, it sucks that he's played so early. He'll be back and he'll be playing for a title soon. But I'm just so excited for Maggie because she took that study plan and it showed. It literally showed. We finally got Spinner's Choice for once, so that was nice. He had to, and Disney Animation kept him out of the title match when Ragnarok played him. So he hates Disney Animation. I feel so bad for him, honestly. But I'm excited for us. It's a great day.
Maggie, any thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk shit on Tim.
I don't want to. We're in such a catch-22 situation because both me and Tim wanted to win the matches that brought us to the #1 contenders match, but neither of us really wanted to play in that match. So that is how that is. But no, I think that I'm very lucky that the first 2 rounds went the way they did because the one question I missed in round 3 would have probably fucked us if it hadn't been that way. But Koho played an amazing round 3, and I was definitely, like, the reason I studied so hard was because I was very scared of him because I've seen him play throughout this season, and I saw him improve incredibly. So, yeah, I'm happy this match is over.
It turns out that I could have bet 2 on multiple questions in that round to save it. I'm just glad we decided to shoot first on the very first question because that's actually what saved us the game. Because at the end of the day, if we do not bet 2 and we play our strategy and let zeros run the board the entire way,
right,
we could have been nervous at that point where she misses the question,
right,
and then it costs us the entire game. So I mean, that's it. I didn't have to do anything manager wise. Hey, spin off Disney live action like everybody else does in this league. Oh, Middle Earth, sweep it, have fun. So, I mean, it's easy when your clients literally sweep every question. It's an easy job. So I'm just happy for Maggie. I'm happy that you're both playing in a match that you don't want to be in. But hey, woohoo, TWOHIG, you get to play one of them. So be nice.
It'll be fun. All right. Well, guys, we'll see you in the teams tournament, both of you in your respective teams. So we'll have fun with that. Nick, any final thoughts today?
Final thoughts? Brzakala Civil War 2 is coming out summer of 2020. I'm excited.
No.
I know.
November of 2020.
Whatever. November's kind of summer. It all blends together. 2020. Anyway, I know everyone except for the 2 of you is very excited to watch that. But the match here today, 2 of the best performing players in the game at the moment went head-to-head, and it was really something to watch. Glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I just want to restate one more time. Just, like, both players, like, the fact that I erased my board, but I think it was, 23 to 22?
Yep.
So just that alone is an amazing score. And the fact that with harder difficulty questions that both were able to get there shows a lot of why these 2 players are dedicated to this league, dedicated to to being better. It's good to see watching these players play. I always enjoy it. That's enough from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Fandom Fights. For the Kingsman, for the First Order, for the sweat running down my brow. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Peace out.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.